Opening way back in 1976, Adventure Island in Southend-on-Sea is one of the hidden gem amusement parks here in the UK. Originally opening as Peter Pan's playground, there has been a vast history of attractions that have come and gone here over the years. Today, as requested by Josh, we take a look at some of the past rides of Adventure Island. Vortex. We're starting off with a ride that many of you may be familiar with, as it said farewell to the park just last year in 2022. A fan favourite custom orbiter ride, Vortex spun riders round without inverting them from 2001 until its eventual sale to make way for the much newer, more intense Tivoli Extreme ride, the Screecher, which opened in late 2021. Scorpion. Yet another intense flat ride manufactured by Tivoli and opening in 2001. Scorpion was a ride loved by many fans of the park for almost 2 decades. Arguably more intense than its sister ride installed alongside it, Scorpion was yet another attraction that spun and swung riders at high speeds. Scorpion spun for the final time towards the end of the 2018 season, to many fans' dismay, but luckily the park replaced it with the almighty Axis, which opened the year after. The Raging River Log Flume. The park's only ever operating log flume, the Raging River was one of the most popular attractions at Adventure Island from 1996 when it opened until 2006 when it closed to make way for the park's Gerstlauer Eurofighter Rage. Manufactured by Interlink LG, riders journeyed around the river in boats that seated up to 5 people as they meandered through multiple drops, getting soaked in the process. Beelzebub's Trail. Beelzebub's Trail was Adventure Island's original ghost train, opening way back in 1999. It was a classic dark ride experience that is deeply missed by many, and it featured some retro theming pieces that still exist around the park today. Based on the park's own character, Beelzebub, the ride's classic soundtrack can be still heard on YouTube. The current ghost train Over the Hill to Spooksville operates in the same building to this day, offering a more family-friendly experience that still includes Beelzebub. Over the Hill. I just mentioned Adventure Island's first ever ghost train, Beelzebub's Trail, but there was another ghost train that did not disappoint to be its predecessor. Over the Hill was renowned for being one of the country's best dark rides, with one of the best jump scares in the UK. The park totally revamped the original theme of Beelzebub to create a more sinister theme, with the protagonist of the ride being The Undertaker. The ride opened in 2008 before its eventual closure in 2016 to make way for Over the Hill 2 Spooksville. Barracuda. Barracuda was one of the most intense and exciting rides Adventure Island has ever had. It stood basically where Axis is now, and opened way back in 1994. The ride featured 2 swinging arms that inverted riders at high speeds. This ride certainly was not for those with a weak stomach. Being a travelling ride, Barracuda left the park in 2000 after 6 years of operation to join a travelling fun fair. Skylab. You may have thought that the only Enterprise rides in the UK were at both Thorpe Park in the form of Zodiac and Alton Towers' Enterprise until 2022. But Adventure Island had their own Enterprise called Skylab that opened in 1990. The ride continuously spun riders at an incline until they probably threw up. But in the end, the ride was relocated to Funland Hayling Island in 1997 until it ceased operations in 2003. Devil's Creek Gold Mine. I saved this one for last as it holds a special place in many hearts. The beloved Devil's Creek Gold Mine was a custom-built track dark ride that opened in the late 1930s. Riders ventured through the caves and mines of Devil's Creek in spinning trains with many original theming pieces scattered throughout the ride. Being one of the park's oldest ever rides, it will never be forgotten in the park's long history. It sadly closed in 2015 to make way for Adventureville, the park's newer, family-friendly dark ride that opened in 2016. I know I missed a lot of rides, and so if you'd like to see a part 2 or more videos from me, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.